New on Curiosity Stream.
From time to time, we have collisions between asteroids and the Earth.
We track them, we study them, we hope the big one never comes. Don't look up, it's Asteroid Rush. And alligators. They rarely get sick. They even outlasted the dinosaurs. Could they hold the secret to human longevity?
Their blood could have antibacterial applications.
Wade into the investigation on immortal alligators. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
What's up? It's your boy, The Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Coming up, the exciting return of Who Sucks Less, but first time for a few emails from the Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got mail.
As we jump right into the birthdays, all guys, my name is Dustin. I want to get a birthday wish. I'd like the Green Bean song. Woo! And the Dirty German's telling me what to do for my Dirty 30. Thank you guys very much. Love the show.
Green Bean. Yeah. Green
By the way, the Green Beans t-shirt available now in the Rock Shop at KISW.com. They said, Men's Room, we should get a new shirt for you guys. What do you want? We said we want a Green Bean shirt.
Already working on my next idea. No one thinks it's going to fly.
It's not.
Come on, man.
It's not.
I have a great idea.
No, just get the Green Bean shirt. Yeah. Get the Green Bean shirt. This is not a great idea. Terrible idea. Terrible idea.
It's the best idea I've ever had. No.
It's funny.
You're not even going to run it up the ladder when the other three of us are like,
no.
I already have an idea. It's all mine. I'll tell you.
No.
Talking about it a lot.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, I can't lose hope. Yeah, for your 30, make it dirty, make it hurty, and make it squirty.
Yeah, so you're going to be careful what the squirty part is. Maybe it's some Arby sauce.
Oh, but the t-shirt won't fly.
Oh, guys, my husband, Zach, turns...
Is that a spite?
He turns 31 today. He is a ridiculously loyal listener and a good dad, too. He loves you guys so much. It's kind of gross. Anyway.
How ridiculous? Like, is he watching us?
Well, like he says, quote, he'd leave me for my cock.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, could you please give me your penis is too small and maybe a little dirty German talk, even though I'd like to think that I'm his only dirty German. Thank you, guys, and love you. That from Zach's wife.
Yeah, she wants to believe that she is your only dirty German. Guess what? You have two more. We're going to put you on your Zach back.
Yeah, that's the other thing about the Germans. Whenever it gets dirty, there's at least 20 of us around.
Yeah.
So it's the background, behind the curtains.
And all the Bachalas, my amazingly hardworking husband, Dan, marks his 40th trip around the sun today. We've been together for over 20 years, and I love getting old with him together. This will be the third year in a row to get a birthday greeting from you guys, and I know he's listening right now for this message. So how about a happy Chinooka, a roof that don't leak, and Coach Ted telling him how to tackle his 40s. Love his much, much younger wife, Chrissy.
Happy Chinooka.
She got a roof that don't leak.
First of all, man, I'm not buying your wife's BS on that one. Much younger wife. She's probably like a day or two younger. Second of all, 40, it's going to be a lot like your late 30s. Just sore. Going to be a little more sore. Other than that, get in there. Attack it. Also, a lot of people, I don't know, you got married young, what you did, but 40's the time to go do some stuff. Travel. Enjoy it. Unless you really screwed up the first, like 40. Then you got to buckle down. Focus. Stay home.
Chrissy, I'm doing some math here. He's 40 years old.
Correct.
You've been together for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Which means that when you met Dan was 20-ish.
Or younger.
But you're saying you're much younger than that.
She was a child bride.
So to me, it seems like he had to wait for you to get old enough to go out on a date.
You don't honestly believe her, do you?
That she's much, much younger?
Right. When you put in two muches, much younger, that's what I'm saying. The difference is probably, because then we had one last week that was like to somebody from their much younger, and I'm like, they're just messing with them.
You know, it's like 3 months difference.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's like if you have a sibling, it's like, oh man, there's like how much older are they? And you're like, well, it's like 8 months, but they're old.
A sibling who is 8 months older than you.
That would be impossible.
No, it's not.
Let's say 10
You
months.
just have some questions to ask your parents.
They're in a box for a while, and it's going to take a while before they get to 3 pounds.
I told you, man, my cousin Christina, she had a baby. I mean, it was an infant.
Right.
And I'm holding it, puked on me, and she goes, I'm pregnant again. And I said, I hate to ask this. You're my cousin. I didn't even know that was possible. Yep. She was like, it is.
Gentlemen, I hope I'm not late wishing into my amazing little brother a birthday. He's 44 today.
All right.
And wanted you guys to say hi and wish him a happy birthday. You fellows in that sexy polar bear are amazing at what you do and put smiles on our faces daily. So thank you. That from his brother Gus and Ball and Chain and the kids. Give me your penis is too small.
Look out.
Gus, next time mention your brother's name. He'd probably really appreciate that. So
He's Gus's brother. That's all we need to know.
I'm the man. You are just the brother.
I feel like when your name's Gus, there's only like 8 of you. Right? So you say, oh, Gus's brother. You're like, we can probably figure it out.
Hold on, just today's
I was going to say, man, be careful, Gustavo.
Today's my Uncle Greg's 52nd trip around the sun. He's my favorite stoner uncle, and appropriately because they became a grandfather on 4/20 just last month.
Nice. Oh, wow.
How about your penis is too small, a big old bong rip, and Coach Ted giving advice on being a grandpa. Thanks so much, guys. That from Peter.
Advice on being a grandpa, huh? Simple. Have fun. Load them up. Sugar, sodas, McDonald's, it doesn't matter. From what I can tell, the grandparents can completely abandon anything they stood for as parents. You just get to load up the grandkids with anything they want. Enjoy it, man. You're in the good part now.
That is the truth. Oh, let me tell us
my Uncle Tim wouldn't let you have a cookie except outside of the holidays. I swear to God, every time I see him, I'm like, where are you getting all these cookies for all these kids? He's like, oh, they're my grandkids.
So it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter now.
Yeah, my parents did that. Like, I'm sitting there getting on when they're real little, I'm getting on them about something. And my mother's like, oh, just let them. I'm like, the reason I'm asking them to stop is because you drilled this into my head when I was their age.
Didn't you make it you were just trying to make a conscious effort? I don't want to take my kids to McDonald's yet, right?
So look, they'll discover it on their own. McDonald's is fine, but when they're really young, I'm like, look, I'm not taking them to McDonald's. I'm not introducing them to Coca-Cola. Just they're going to find it anyway, right? But it's not going to be on me. We leave them with my grandparents, man. We come home, there's like McDonald's wrappers all bunched up. We love McDonald's. I'm like, yeah, goddamn it.
Because that's what happens when you're a kid. When you're a little kid, when you're between the ages of 5 and 10, anytime you're anywhere with your parents and you drive by a McDonald's, you're going to say, McDonald's! Can we go to McDonald's?
No.
It's almost like taking your kid to the grocery store at that age. Like, can I have that? Can I have that?
Right. No.
You get one thing, kid. You better figure it out and pick it out because you get one thing. All of today is my 53rd trip around the sun. Could I get a Sarah Palin and a compilation of fish sandwiches, please? Take care, guys, and have a great day. That from Darren.
So, suck it up, cupcake!
Can I buy you a fish sandwich?
I'll have a fish sandwich.
A fillet of fish sandwich.
Hi, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Thank you, Bob. A couple extra emails here. All Bacholas listening to recent podcasts. It sounds like Miles gave up smoking cigarettes. Yes. I want to quit smoking, too, if Miles is making the sacrifice. Can you all make a men's room challenge to quit smoking cigarettes? I need external motivation, and this will be perfect. Thanks, guys. That from Brett.
Yeah,
Brett.
Miles already beat me.
But look, here's the thing. You can't quit smoking until you just determine you want to quit smoking. And I'm doing my best. Some days are easier than others, so to speak. Some days you want to smoke 15 cigarettes in about a half an hour. Because that's the way your day's going. Let's see. Traffic Jam Jimmy. All of Bacholas, I was very sad to hear about the passing of Traffic Jam Jimmy, especially because of your guys' show and how fish sandwiches can never be looked at as just a simple fish sandwich anymore. I was listening to the podcast on the Odyssey app this morning at work, as always, when I heard the news. Anyway, long story short, I live in Jacksonville, Florida, and I work for Target.
Well, when me and my coworkers went out for a smoke break, I overheard one of my coworkers say that he was from Baltimore. And I asked him, do you know who Traffic Jam Jimmy is? Mind you, my coworker is in his early 20s. Surprisingly, he responded, yeah, ran into a few times. Even got a picture with him here. It's pretty cool that he was that well known, but sadly I had to break the news to him about his passing. Just thought that was pretty cool to know how popular he apparently was in Baltimore. I'm going to give me a fish sandwich at some point this week in Jimmy's honor. Rest in peace, Jimmy. Love you guys, and thanks for the great show. Yeah. That from Brett. And one more. And peanut butter jelly time. Let's do this one. Guys, all your talk about peanut butter has revived a memory from my childhood. I was visiting my friend who lived with her Native American grandparents. They asked me what I wanted for lunch, and I said, peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I was served a sandwich with peanuts, butter, and jelly. I thought they were crazy, but looking back, they must have thought the same thing about me. That from Brandon.
Now, the men's room wants to know, who sucks last?
Yay! Time for Who Sucks Last. Tina Hill, you bring us 3 stories from the news each and every week. They all suck, but it's up to us to determine out of the 3 stories, which one sucks the least. Now, if you happen to follow KISW on Twitter, the debate is already underway on Who Sucks Less.
Yes, indeed, and as always, 3 stories, and this time we stay right here in the good old United States. We'll begin in Pennsylvania, then we'll head south to Georgia, and then we'll head west and go to Nebraska. So let us start in Pennsylvania, where there are what they call high-functioning alcoholics. Those are the people that appear to be fine, and then there's low-functioning alcoholics who always appear to be a total mess, and then there's this guy who's an interesting case. 58-year-old man of Pennsylvania named Lawrence Williams. He was going to court last Thursday for an arraignment on DUI charges. The hearing was for a DUI case last month where he crashed into a fence while allegedly driving drunk. Now, at the time, he was already on probation for 2 other DUI cases from earlier this year. It's only May. So maybe it wasn't shocking that when Lawrence drove to court at 11 a.m., he'd been drinking. And as soon as he entered the courtroom, officers said they could smell alcohol. He also had extremely red, bloodshot eyes. He admitted that he drove himself to court with a rental vehicle. His blood alcohol level was more than twice the legal limit. He was sent to jail. Come on, man.
That guy's got a problem.
He definitely has a problem. We're now going to Fayetteville, Georgia, where police have arrested a woman who stripped and then urinated on the floor of a Walmart after going on a profanity-laced tirade through the store and hitting an employee. Police say the 40-year-old April Barrow, she was searching for condoms around 6:30 in the morning when she started cursing at employees and throwing things at them. Witnesses said she then started punching an employee. A witness/employee told police that Barrow struck her multiple times in the arm with a closed fist, and witnesses reported to police that Barrow took her clothes off and then peed on the floor, which, to be fair, I thought was your average Walmart customer. Anyway, employees escorted her from the building. Barrow was putting her clothes back on when police arrived, but no, they would not be spared the details because they were able to see what she did inside the store when they had to review surveillance video. Anyway, she was charged with 2 counts of simple battery, public indecency, and disorderly conduct. And finally, we head to Nebraska, where people are familiar with Take Your Child to Work Day. Great thing to do, unless you're a criminal. 30-year-old woman in Lincoln, Nebraska. She's facing charges after she's vandalized a business and brought her 2 young kids along to help. Now, her name is Emily Anderson. We don't know what her beef is, but she got into a brick and tile store through an unlocked door and then trashed the place. She knocked over shelves, flipped equipment, tossed toolboxes around, ripped open bags. One of her kids was inside with her. The other one stayed in the car. Maybe they were the lookout. At one point, she found some spray paint and wrote her own last name on the outside of the building along with the word mine. Well, that made it pretty easy for police to figure out who did it, but she wasn't done yet. Oh, no. She drove to another building on the same property, went inside with her kid again, and had them help. They threw chairs, rocks, trash, other stuff. Anyway, when cops got there, they found both kids outside, Emily in the doorway with no shoes on. Anyway, she's facing charges, criminal mischief, child abuse, and theft, because she also broke into someone's car nearby. So there you go. We had the Pennsylvania man. He was arrested 3 different times for DUI, drove himself to court for the DUI hearing drunk. We had the woman in Georgia. We have no idea why, but she's trying to find condoms, loses her mind, strips naked, pees on the floor, and punches an employee. And finally, the woman in Nebraska who went on a vandalism tear but brought her kids along with her for help.
Okay. All right, Ted, I'll say this. The woman in Nebraska, she vandalized the business. I know they have insurance, but she also brought her children along to help.
That's a problem.
Then she spray painted her last name on the building. That's going to need a cleanup crew. More so than cleaning up urine from the floor of a Walmart. She brought her kids. And then she spray painted her name on the building, which tells me she's not all there mentally, but she's...
Or she's just stupid.
She is who she is. The guy in Pennsylvania that was arrested 3 times for DUI drove himself to court. He's obviously a danger to society because he could kill somebody, he could kill himself. He's in the fact that this was he was already popped twice. He was driving to court.
Right, he's driving to court
this year, and he got his 3rd because he shows up drunk and rents a car, which I don't know if they don't... Maybe they have blow and go in PA. That's why he rented the car. So
that's my guess, is that he did that.
Either way, he needs to realize he needs to stop driving, Drinking, yes. Driving, yes. So I'm going to say, Ted, I think the woman in Georgia, even though she was peeing on the floor of a Walmart, stripped naked, and was yelling cuss words, I think she sucks the least.
And she also punched somebody.
Mm-hmm. She punched... I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she did. One of the employees, yeah. Hey, keep in mind, this was kind of unsolicited attack. She's looking for condoms. No one was approaching her. She decided to get angry. Nobody knows why. Started cussing. I'm sure the employee said, hey, don't do that. Then she got naked and peed on the floor.
Okay, that's what's tough about this one, right? Because, look, I get your point about the dude with 3 DUIs. But also, to this point, he hasn't hit anybody.
Correct.
And I'm sure, I would hope, got arrested probably after you show up for your 3rd DUI. I'm guessing you got to do a couple months? I don't know.
Keep in mind, he's already on probation. It'd be one thing to be on probation because you got popped earlier this year for a DUI. He's on probation for 2 DUIs this year. That's the amazing thing. They've been cutting his ass a lot of slack on this, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, not this time around. By the way, somebody here says, I lived in Fayetteville, Georgia for almost 2 years. I've been to that Walmart. The one the lady peed in.
Right, that's the issue I have with her.
That she attacked somebody.
Right, she did all that. She attacked somebody. You got to clean that up. I agree. The woman in Nebraska probably sucks the most. Because she's
brought your kid. Even more than the damage you did. Look, man, we all have the proclivity to fly off the handle and do really stupid things. Maybe not that stupid. Don't do it around your kids, and certainly do not bring them with you if you have the predetermination to do something. That's why the beef with her. Look, people do dumb things. Don't bring your kids.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. This is kind of that's what's tough about this one, is I kind of want to say the guy in Pennsylvania. I'm not in any way excusing DUIs or anything, but he hasn't hit anybody to this point. Seems like he's endangering himself, whereas that lady didn't. She got her kids involved, and then the woman in Georgia, besides cursing out everybody and urinating on the floor, she actually punched somebody. So people are physically getting hurt.
A lot of people here say Walmart chick sucks the least. One guy, I like how he puts it, and it's not justifying it, but he goes, I think Walmart chick sucks the least just because it's Walmart.
Well,
it's like Waffle House kind of thing.
Not a good person. Probably has mental health issues. Also believes she put nobody else at risk, unlike the other 2.
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of a tough one. I also think probably... I can't imagine the woman in Georgia threw a good punch. She seems like she's freaking out.
Right.
And you're being punched by a naked person, which is weird.
Who's peeing?
That is a lot.
Yeah, do
a lot of layers there.
Do one of these 3 things. Please do not do all 3 at the same time. Do not pee and be naked and punch me.
What's worse, getting punched by a dude or getting punched by a naked dude?
This is a naked chick.
And if she's in the aisle...
No, I'm just asking.
No, by a naked dude.
Yeah.
And if she's in the aisle where the condoms are, maybe some dude just walks in and needed some lube.
I like that. It was 6:30 in the morning. I need rubbers.
Yeah, somebody hasn't been to sleep.
Debate continues on Who Sucks Less if you like KISW on Twitter. You are listening to The Men's Room.
New on Curiosity Stream.
From time to time, we have collisions between asteroids and the Earth.
We track them. We study them. We hope the big one never comes. Don't look up. It's Asteroid Rush. And alligators. They rarely get sick. They even outlasted the dinosaurs. Could they hold the secret to human longevity?
Their blood could have antibacterial applications.
Wade into the investigation on immortal alligators. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Oh, drat. I was driving along minding my own business when that vulgar leech hit my Beamer with his pickup truck. I fear I've fractured my clavicle.
I say, old boy, don't simply put it in the hands of your insurance company to sort it out. Talk with a dedicated row of solicitors at the Advocates Law Firm.
Pipe down, you old sod. The Advocates will see your case through to the bitter end and won't sleep a fortnight until they have victory in their grasp.
Jolly good, old man. Jolly good indeed. You get injured, the Advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Coming up in minutes, we'll drink and we'll toast with the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines coming up at 5:50. The first quick check-in with Mike Hawk. And some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, are you ready for this? There's a QAnon queen in Canada that told her followers to quit paying all of their bills like taxes, utilities, and cards. When they were hit with thousands in fines and had their services cut off, they asked her what to do, and you're never going to guess what happened. They're still waiting to hear her back.
Why would you think that's a good idea?
It's just...
I mean, you can believe anything you want to believe, but here's one thing, no. You stop paying the bills, they cut your utilities.
Right.
Whatever else you believe, just you stop paying them, you're going to cut your ass off.
For half
I
a
will give
second.
them credit, man. They are fishing for the dumbest of the dumb. Because they'll throw out anything that they can to see who bites on it. And it's amazing to see who bites on certain stuff. Well, it doesn't matter who it is doing it.
Sure.
It's just like, wow, you really think this is happening? And birds, or what was the one thing that they threw out?
Birds aren't real?
Birds aren't real. Yeah, that was the one that was just...
I feel like that's an internet joke.
Well, birds aren't real has been going around for a
But
while.
I think most of it is put out there as a joke, and you honestly got... Because, we always say, like, you put anything on the internet,
sure,
most people will not believe it. But if you get 2% of people to believe it, it's hundreds of thousands of people. Right. So throw anything you want out there just to see who bites on it, and then you have fun with that.
The problem isn't quote unquote dumb people; it's intelligent people that just believe these wild conspiracy theories.
Fun times. BuzzFeed has some unappetizing food creations that boyfriends made for their significant other.
All right, which is fair, but there should be a list. It's not like every woman knows how to cook.
Yeah. Damn it.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I get it. It's
as far
funny
as the
because it's like
stereotypes
the
go of what you're supposed
Yeah.
to do, like, well, yeah, man, we do what we can.
Right.
Council put it best years and years and years and years ago. He goes, look, man, you knew where the train was going when you bought the ticket.
That's right.
Right? That's it. And that goes for both sides. Like, you know what you're getting into.
Exactly.
The things that annoy you now will annoy you for the rest of the time you're together.
And
That's
also,
just how it is.
be careful of those things that you find cute right now, because they will be annoying as all hell a little while
Mike,
later.
I think you made a good point. If in your mind you say it's cute,
right,
and this is a behavioral thing, not someone's appearance. If you think it's cute, that means it's annoying, but it's still entertaining to you.
Right.
Then that cute thing mutates into, if you do this one more goddamn time, I'm going to lose my mind.
That's right. Careful what you wish for, man.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. If you call it cute, it doesn't age well.
Nope, you'll get all of it that you want, man, and more. So much more. There's a yellow brick road that's been discovered at the bottom of the ocean.
A yellow
The bottom of the ocean?
Yellow brick road.
Right, is that the one off Hawaii or whatever?
Yeah, something like that. They found like an ancient ruin down there.
Yeah.
That was the end of the movie. Is that Dorothy figured out that they were all susceptible to dying by water, and so she just sank all of Oz. Global warming took over Oz, and it went underwater.
Right, if I can't meet the Wizard of Oz, none of us will.
None of us can.
What was the review we read of Wizard of Oz?
Get in a balloon,
Something
bitch.
like, woman kills stranger in new land, murders her sister later.
Right.
There's your story. Actually, and I point this out every time, and so the kids, about a year and a half ago, they're going to sit down and watch Wizard of Oz, right? Classic movie, whatever. So, still the black and white part at the beginning. The tornado is coming into town, okay?
It's a twister.
So, twister, right. My mistake. So, I say to my son, I said, look, I want you to watch the scene and tell me, well, this chick Dorothy, who's your heroine, is an idiot. Okay, so we're watching the scene, and she's riding her bike back home or running with Toto, whatever it was. Tornado's coming down, the twister. The rest of the family, they're in a safe place.
Right.
And she gets in front of the property.
Right.
And it's all open. And then there's this one little, there's like two supports, and there's a door for like a picket fence. But there's not a full fence.
Yeah.
You understand? She can just run into the yard.
Right.
Dorothy's dumbass runs up to this single door and struggles to open it because the wind is blowing. And my son looked at me and he's like, she didn't see all that open yard. I said, man, most people don't notice that. I'm just saying she's an idiot. The fact that she survives this adventure is amazing.
Reflexes in times of crisis are weird, man.
I mean, yeah, she's running. And it's like, dude, your property line's clear. Why are you running to the gate?
Why are you going inside?
Right.
Get back on your bike and run, dude.
Good Lord.
Like you tried the shelter. It's not open. All right. That bike's your best shot. It's coming for your house. It ain't gonna, you're not going to fly into the air like you did, man. You're getting obliterated. Heinz is trying to be the first ketchup brand in a paper bottle. Good luck.
Look, man, there's a lot of really good tomato paste, tomato sauce that come out of Italy.
Sure.
So most of the things that come from Europe like that, they're in a little cardboard
Mexico, Europe,
box.
Absolutely.
So that doesn't seem unreasonable.
Think about it like
especially
broth,
if you have
right?
that little screw on top.
Right.
Yeah.
Just do it and pour it in. Plastics. I read a report that 6% of the world's plastics they believe are actually recycled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They just don't have the mechanism to do it. So you recycle the plastic, it still goes to a landfill. It does not get recycled.
Right. You recycle.
So you're putting it back into the ground no matter what.
Exactly.
So you buy a bottle of Coke and it's plastic. It's not being recycled even though it says please recycle.
Right.
So at this point, you might as well buy something that's at least compostable.
There you go.
That's
yeah.
right.
I just don't want it to rot in my fridge.
No, well, no, it's like
I didn't really think about it, but broth's a good point. There's like
mole comes in boxes. There's tomato sauces and paste.
Don't look at me and bring up mole. I'll write it.
What? Okay, banana man. Don't talk about eye contact.
No. I just I don't like mole.
I know you know. You like mole. You just don't know it yet.
No, mole's terrible.
You just don't know it.
What?
Mole is terrible.
You guys are on drugs.
I had a mole burrito, and my fiance will back me up on that. So this was my quote. The gal came over. She says, "How is everything?" I said, "Everything is great. I can tell that this is good mole. I can also tell that I don't like mole."
Right.
Like there is nothing wrong with this.
Right. I've had that before.
I have the problem.
For what this is, I recognize that this is excellent. Unfortunately, I hate it.
You're heathens. You guys are heathens.
Someone asked people on Reddit, "What is the trashiest food that you love?" Now, while we're on the subject of mole.
Tina.
Trashiest food.
No.
Gilly.
Oh, that's my new porn name, Gilly Nelson.
Gilly Nelson.
Okay.
Gilly Nelson.
I mean, I don't know. A cold
Probably
smoke rings.
White Castle sliders or maybe pizza rolls.
There you go.
I mean, depending on what you think is
pizza rolls.
Yeah.
Cold soft taco from Taco Bell.
You may love these foods.
I like
they're trashy
top
foods.
ramen, but
Oh, I'm a fan.
could be considered trash.
What do you put in your top ramen?
Spam's probably a good call.
Okay, Spam. Not bad. So these are the 10 trashiest foods that people from Reddit came up with. Number 10, everything on the menu at Taco Bell.
Oh, all right. I'm already in.
No. Disagree.
I don't think I've had anything bad at Taco Bell.
Me neither.
They're not saying it's bad.
Right,
They're
not-
saying it's trashy.
Right.
We look.
Yeah.
They're not the pinnacle of class.
No, and they don't pretend to be, but they're right. Like, look, you know it's trashy, but you like it.
I bring home a big bag of Taco Bell midnight. You're like, oh no, you can't have it because you think it's trashy.
Right.
Wait,
You're
but
gonna
that's
be
what
like,
we're
"Come
saying.
on."
They're calling it trashy because everything's like cheap as hell. It's open all night. They're like, you're not even hungry.
Right.
Right, and we all agree we like Taco Bell.
Number 9, bagel bites, also Totino's pizza rolls and Hot Pockets.
Yeah.
I grew up on that crap, man.
I would take
We
the
all
pizza
did.
rolls over the bagel bites and the.
I agree. I agree with that.
I liked the bagel bites.
But I'll take the pizza rolls. You take bagel bites over
rolls.
pizza rolls?
Yes.
You're like sophisticated trash.
You know you can F
You
up-
still throw in the bagel.
You know you can F up a steak real quick depending on how you like it cooked when you're cooking at home. It's a fine line between medium rare and medium, et cetera, et cetera, et
That's right.
cetera.
Sometimes you get lucky and it catches on fire.
Yeah. Same thing with pizza rolls.
Oh, yeah.
If you just 30 more seconds, man, all the goo's going to blow out on the pan.
You ever put them in the air fryer?
I have not yet.
I have not. Does that
Man.
keep it all in there?
Yes.
I try
Okay.
not to
All right.
eat them just because I'm getting older. My kids occasionally eat them, and to be fair, I'll pull like 2 or 3 off their plate and gobble them down. But I'm I'm trying to. I don't want to be in the habit of eating them because I'll do it all the time.
I'm with you. I stopped buying them because I would eat them
Honest
at
to
like
God.
midnight and then be like, why do I have such a bad heartburn?
A quick question with you guys. I meant to ask you off air, but hell with it, since we're on the topic. So I've got raw chicken wings tonight.
Okay.
Can I put those in the air fryer and cook them from scratch?
You would have to
Have
do
you
that
guys
for
done
a
that?
long time. It's not what I would
would
recommend.
Google it. I don't know. 'Cause to be fair, man, I don't
do lemon pepper.
I haven't done anything raw like that in the air fryer.
I've done raw chicken.
You might oven
strips.
Was it all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You might oven bake it, Miles. Put a little bit of a
Shut up, Mike. Let him air fry. Look,
yeah, my bad.
If Ted did raw chicken,
Or
then
maybe
he
you could do 2
chicken.
cycles on it. You know.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
I don't know.
One of the trashiest foods that you love, number 8, lots of cheap meats got mentions, including bologna, Slim Jims, and Spam.
I used to be a Slim Jim champ.
I don't.
People are like, there's no meat in it. I'm like, but the 80% chemicals are delicious.
I'm guilty. I'm a big fan of the beef stick.
Hey, yo.
And I stopped buying those.
It's amazing the jerky doesn't make it into that.
Right.
Because it seems the same family.
Like, Boy Alberto is one of my favorite pepperoni sticks.
Jerky, they say we started with meat and then we went through this process. Slim Jim is like, we started
with meat.
With the excess left over from the production of methamphetamine.
Somehow
introduced that to meat.
Right. But that's how you see it. The seasoning makes a difference.
It is very good.
Added some eraser shavings.
It's just a skinny pepperoni.
Yes, that's all it is.
Right, so is jerky just American dried meat? Like
basically.
charcuterie?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think you could say Slim Jims are like related to pepperoni, but pepperoni point out, but they were adopted. Yeah. There's no blood relationship. They're in my family.
The Slim Jim's juicier.
Of course it is.
Number 7, Pillsbury cinnamon rolls.
That's trashy.
I will swear by these things, man. I love
All right, I'm down. I'm in.
Were we talking about yesterday something you learned not to eat or something? I was going to say cinnamon rolls in the morning. Seems like a great idea, but then you're like, I didn't get much done.
If it comes in a can and you bake it, it's going to be delicious.
Yes, I got 2 rolls in my fridge.
Cookies. Just buy it.
Biscuits, anything.
Croissant rolls.
This one makes me sad. Number 6, Marie Callender's frozen pot pies.
They are tremendous.
I love those so much.
Did you get beef or chicken?
Chicken, man. Chicken pot pie all the way. I don't think I have, no.
It's pretty strong.
Marie Callender knows what she's doing, man.
Marie Callender, she's
spot on. I don't care if
she
you go
should
with
be
the
a
pot
patron
pie.
saint.
Yes, I don't care if you go with like those little refrigerated pies and cakes that she's got, man. It is aces every damn time.
Is it better than like a shepherd's pie in your opinion?
Yes, because a shepherd's pie does not have the crust that a pot pie does.
Okay, yeah, that's my favorite part.
By the way, Miles, just real quick, people are chiming in about your chicken wings in the air fryer. Someone here says season the chicken wings the way you want.
Okay.
Put them in the air fryer at 390 for about 8 minutes. Season the other side, cook them for about another 8 minutes.
All right. Thank you.
The issue I have with pot pies as opposed to a shepherd's pie. Shepherd's pie has potatoes on top.
Yes.
It does.
Whereas the pot pie is just all inside the crust.
Yeah. Right. And I do like the gravy inside of a pot pie, but I am a big fan of the shepherd's pie, man. I need to make another.
I love shepherd's pie.
It's so damn
especially
good.
with lamb.
Hey, yo.
You're the place we like. Sean O'Donnell's makes a delicious one.
Number 5.
Is that with lamb?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Number 5, Pop-Tarts. Extra profit. You don't even bother toasting them.
That would be good to have on hand for a late night snack.
Yes.
I'm just eating them, man.
I love Pop-Tarts.
I haven't bought Pop-Tarts in forever, but those little mini Pop-Tarts, those are great.
What is the flavor of choice on your Pop-Tart?
Brown sugar cinnamon, man.
That's where I'm at now.
I like chocolate.
The chocolate fudge ones.
Yes.
S'mores is also really damn good, too.
I haven't had that.
I like the classic strawberry with the
white frosting.
Yeah.
And the little red things on it.
I had Eggo waffle brand not terribly long ago.
How was it?
It was great. It was talking about
just a
great.
regular waffle.
Well, no, it was a Pop-Tart. It's Pop-Tart brand, but it was an Eggo waffle flavor. It was doggone excellent. My grandfather used to make fun of me for eating the brown sugar cinnamon ones. Looks like you're eating cardboard. Well, yeah, but it's delicious cardboard.
Back off.
One of the trashiest foods that you love. Number 4, boxed macaroni and cheese. Step off.
No, you were all upset. Look, it's garbage, but if you like it,
not
you
garbage.
It's not cheese.
That was the staple of my childhood, man.
It was a staple of mine too. It doesn't mean that it's not macaroni and wet powder.
Okay, are you going to see it at the Met? No, but you know what? It works.
I gotta go back and try that Annie's crap again.
Oh yeah,
it's not bad.
I think maybe my palate's changed since I was a kid when I was like, this is terrible.
Yeah. You mean Amy's or Annie's?
What is the one with a little rabbit?
Annie's. Okay. Yep. You're on Annie's. Number 3, American quote-unquote cheese slices.
I hate it. I really don't.
It's been a long time since I've had the old American slice.
I don't. It just tastes like oil to me, and I get that's kind of the base of it. So I just don't like it. My wife loves it.
Sure.
And I'll make fun of her, and she tells me to shut the F up, but still, every time she does it, because we have all kinds of cheese. We have mustard and cheese. If you need a mustard and cheese, we probably got it, but man, just seeing the American, I'm like, okay, so you bought the white American cheese. I don't think it makes it any better.
Yeah. I keep American cheese in my fridge, just like I feel like if there's ever a sandwich, it works.
Right. Even if it's just the cheese. Grilled cheese, man. Yeah. Bam. You're good to go. Number 2, ramen noodles. The kind that come in a pouch and cost 50 cents. They're great. Barely you can use them to fill in sinks and eat. Fill in sinks and your stomach.
I feel like everybody should have a little of this in their, all of it in their
kitchen. Of these things should be in your home.
Just in case.
It's right. But this is, without a doubt, according to Reddit, the trashiest food that we all love. Holy smokes. Gas station hot dogs.
They're not wrong.
That's number one.
They say specifically or
Yes.
anything they sell hot at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I will say, but I feel like everyone feels safe with hot dogs because our perception of hot dogs is already so poor. Like, they taste great, but we just assume it's the worst of everything.
Oh, yeah.
So even at a gas station, you're like, look, man, it's been on the roller.
What in the world did I get you, Ted?
What's that?
What in the world did I get you? You and Dolan's texted me about...
I asked for a Big Bite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just something random. Mike was coming over. It was later in the night.
Yeah.
He was getting done an auction. He's like, do we need anything? I was like, tell him we need a Big Bite.
You're right,
Just
though.
specifically
Then
for
you
him to
didn't eat the damn thing.
The human,
I ate it later once Sean made it all fancy.
the human miracle that works down here at this location. Remember that guy?
Yes.
So I asked him one day for a Big Bite hot dog, and he drops the hot dog in a bag. Right?
This guy was so stupid.
Just the hot dog, no bun. And I go, hey man,
God.
When someone says a hot dog, it's kind of all inclusive.
They do put them in bags now. I mean, with the bun.
well, correct. I
Yeah.
just wanted the bun.
Not him.
I get a hot dog, and the guy said, he's like, you have to put the bun in the hot dog. The hot dog goes in the bun. I've told you this 4 times.
Oh, no.
He was just down his ass. I'm like, it's a hot dog, bro. This is a simple operation. You put your wiener in between the buns.
We
There
charge
you go.
extra for the bun.
A Catholic
outta here.
school's Mother's Day gift was a little more risque than they knew.
Why is that?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thank you, Mike Hawk. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This at 206-421-ROCK.
New on Curiosity Stream.
With my infrared drone, I can see what others can't.
Drone pilot Doug Thron uses his bird's eye view for the ultimate good, saving animals from desperate situations around the globe. Join the rescue effort on a new season of Doug to the Rescue. And
You captured a Confederate steamboat?
We're taking this ship to freedom.
an enslaved crew, a stolen vessel, and a Civil War dash to salvation on impossible escapes. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.